My name is Stan. I'm a music producer, radio DJ at Represent Radio and founder of Southspace. Southspace Records is a South London record label and creative platform made up of a mixture of music producers and visual artists. We're always working hard on bringing new ideas to our music, events, fashion and visuals. We're all from South London, we all grew up here, this is where we work, this is where we live. It's kind of like our place really.
My name's Finbar, I'm a visual artist, creative director of Southspace Records. And to me, Southspace is an environment where me and others can create freely without any kind of authority looking down on us, so we can be as ambitious as we like and use each other's skills. Southspace is also a platform that has allowed me to get to a place that I could never have imagined, and I don't think I could have got to this place through any other route than Southspace. I think it's quite a unique opportunity for everyone involved because we bring in people of all different disciplines. For me personally, Southspace Records was my first real creative output that wasn't just GCSE art. It was something where I could really be myself.
So Southspace started in 2015, just after my GCSEs. We've always been releasing music and working on projects, but it really kind of picked up for us in September when we did our first ever live show at Camden Assembly, which sold out, which was amazing. And before that point, we didn't really have an idea of our fan base or if there was anyone actually listening to our music. So it was quite nice to see the reception that brought and kind of gave us confidence for our future projects, definitely.
I'm Eugene, I'm an artist and designer from South London. Alongside working with Southspace, I also work as a freelance videographer, photographer and graphic designer, as well as running my own arts initiative called No Place, which is launching later on in the year. I guess we're just trying to expand the possibilities for what is possible to do at our age, and I think we're just doing that by creating as many different types of things as possible. So when we do our perfume or when we do our live shows or when we put out music and put out merchandise, it's all coming from the same central ideas, but I think there's no part of us that's holding back in terms of how we can express that, and I think that's kind of what we're all about.
A lot of our work is based on the idea that there's no better time for us to be taking risks than right now. And understanding the importance of focusing on the details is at the heart of what Southspace does and our ethos really.
I'm EK, an artist, DJ, and I'm a part of Southspace. I've kind of always been interested in how things work, and I've always wanted to understand the physical effect music has on our body. And it seems like the experience can be enhanced by being visually stimulated as well as orally stimulated, and I think that's just what Southspace is trying to do, just entertain you, give you a good time through all our creative abilities, I guess.
With Southspace, for us, it's a lot to do with independence. Like, for example, our live shows, everything is done by us, all the promotion, all the filming, all the marketing, everything is done by us and our team, and it's really important to us that we keep that independence.
Being in a city like London, I think that's the main thing we have. Immense diversity of talent and ability, which I think Southspace is just a really condensed version of that. And I think that comes through in a lot of what we make.
South London is a really colourful place. I haven't been to many other places that have so much kind of vibrance, and that really does feed into my work, that kind of intensity.
You have so many cultures, so many viewpoints on things, so much diversity, which obviously helped me today not only kind of be musically minded and educated about many genres of music, but also even in my DJing.
I don't necessarily have to just look at older, more successful people. I can look at my current environment and take inspiration from that.
There's a kind of nostalgia to every single little part of it, like each sort of park or each sort of little bus route and everything. Every single part of it brings back a certain part of your life, and for me that means I have a particular kind of feeling whenever I'm in South London.
Originally my name was just Rapture, but then I eventually added the +44. And with the +44, that has kind of become a symbol for like the area of South London, for me anyway.
So at the end of last year, we did a show at Corsica Studios, which is one of my favourite venues in London. So it was really great for me to be able to play that with the guys. That was a really kind of big accomplishment for us.
There was something about standing at the back of the venue and looking at the crowd and looking at them all like vibing to what we were playing. It just made me think about how we had accomplished that and we'd done it ourselves.
Me and Luke Gregg and Ezra Lloyd Jackson were putting together the visuals to be projected in the venue. Luke and I would sit down, we'd do some drawings, see what kind of stuff we wanted to come up with and just crack it out there and then. So that was probably maybe a month's work, which was probably one of my biggest projects ever, and it felt so good to see it all happen and come together on the night and to have great feedback and people coming up to me saying that they loved it. For me, that's like the most amazing feeling. Also, in the run up to Corsica Studios, we took a trip down to the seaside and we brought with us a generator, a big old transformer, a building site light and a shitload of smoke grenades to do a shoot for promotion for the event. And I think that these kind of crazy ambitious shoots, they're good fun and they have such great outcomes. I'm really looking forward to the collaborations that we're going to be doing this year because, well, we've been working with more outside people more and more recently, and it's really exciting because you find people with skills that you've never seen before, and being in a room with someone when they're just, you know, doing their craft, expressing themselves is such a beautiful feeling, and it's again something that I really wouldn't have the chance to do if I wasn't part of South Space Records.
I guess it's just all comes down to us wanting to do something creative, and just at a point where we were at school and we just wanted to sort of get out of the boxes we were being forced into, and South Space was a great outlet for doing that.
I think this year my plans are kind of just to do the best that I can at what I'm doing. In terms of music, in terms of kind of uni, in terms of just being a good friend, just everything that I'm doing, to be honest, just to try my hardest and do the best that I can at it, to be honest.
Looking back, like this time last year, we weren't doing anywhere near the work rate and kind of level of production that we're doing now. We're always kind of pushing to do new things and things differently and things our way, which is always just keeps everything fresh and exciting.
At the moment, we're basically just like scraping the surface. We've only just done like a couple of live shows and one merch shop. I think it's pretty impossible to say what can happen in the future.
Look forward a year, I really have no idea where we could be, but all I know is that if we keep up with this motivation, if we keep up with this drive, then eventually I do believe it will come off and it will pay off.